For my final presentation, I will be discussing my career path and my goal of becoming a physician assistant. PAs are medical professionals part of a healthcare team and work directly under licensed physicians. PAs diagnose and treat their own patients. And in order to become a PA, you must obtain a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in physician assistant studies. There are many specialties to choose from, and PAs commonly work with other PAs, nurses, CNAs, and physicians, along with many other healthcare professionals. I have been studying biology with a microbiology concentration over the last couple of years at Northern and will be graduating with my Bachelor's of Science in just a few weeks. I am currently waiting to hear back from physician assistant programs I applied to this past summer. I will be living in Marquette after graduation and working as a CNA and medication technician in order to obtain patient care hours necessary for PA school admittance. This slide shows a general view of how lifespan development has influenced my goals into becoming a physician assistant. I definitely think my parents have influenced me in my goals, and I have also developed some moral, empathy, and leadership skills that will help me in becoming a physician assistant. I will now be discussing important factors and things I have learned growing up that will help me be a good physician assistant. So, like I said, my parents have had a big influence on my goals of becoming a physician assistant. They've really taught me the importance of communicating with each other and with others. We learned that exposing children to a wide set of social experiences strengthens a child's social competence. Communication is vital while working as a healthcare provider, such as a physician assistant. We must be able to communicate well with each other and with our patients in order to create and maintain a patient provider relationship. We also learned that reading with children strengthens their cognitive development. And when I was younger, my parents would read with me all the time, which I think helped me a lot in school. And it also opened the door to new subjects like reading and math, which I was always interested in at a young age. My parents also placed me into team sports at a young age, which allowed me to develop a strong work ethic and communication skills as I worked with a team. My parents have also been a great support system to have while pursuing a career as a physician assistant. They've reminded me many times how important it is to push through school even when it gets tough and that it's worth it in the end. And they've also been able to help me a little bit financially throughout school. I really do believe that raising animals and being part of livestock 4 H clubs growing up has greatly influenced my career path and me pursuing a degree in the medical field. I learned what it is to be responsible for something other than yourself at a young age, which is super important for a career in the medical field. I had to make sure that all of the animals were fed in a clean, safe environment, and we also had to exercise them daily in order to keep them healthy. I also learned a lot about compassion through these experiences as well. My love for animals definitely developed at a young age, and this taught me a lot about taking other feelings into consideration. And I can see that this has taught me to really care deeply about the feelings of others. Learning about compassion at a young age will definitely benefit me as my future as a physician assistant. Raising animals has also taught me a lot about hard work. I would spend hours in the barn each day grooming, feeding, cleaning, exercising animals, and we would also have to train our sheep for the fair to prepare them for shows. I can definitely see how my hard work has been influenced by raising animals and has also reflected in my schoolwork, and this will also benefit me as my career progresses and I become a physician assistant. I played many sports throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school, which taught me a lot about teamwork, communication, decision making, experiencing failure and success, and setting goals and working to achieve them. I've been working as a medication technician up here in Marquette at a senior living facility over the last year and a half. A medication technician is considered the shift leader at my job. I've gotten to understand a lot about group dynamics and also understand the importance of working as a team. I've learned that communication is key in any healthcare job. It's important to ensure resident and patient safety and making sure that all tasks are completed. I've also learned a lot about delegating tasks. It's very important to ask other staff members if they have time or if they can do something rather than telling them to do it, which seems pretty obvious. I've also learned a lot about time management at work. I've learned that it's important to pass medications at certain times, which will allow for a smoother shift. For example, if I pass medications at dinner time, when all of the residents are together, it will allow me to help with more cares. I've also learned a lot about organizational skills at work too. Both of these experiences are great examples of how I have learned the leadership skills that are necessary in order to become a quality physician assistant. I will now discuss how the things I have learned will help build on my future career as a physician assistant. This slide provides a good list of the skills and characteristics necessary for me to become a good physician assistant. Critical thinking skills will be necessary in order to diagnose and treat patients properly. Leadership skills will also be very important. Communication skills will be very important in both the exam room with patients and out of the exam room with coworkers. Showing compassion and empathy will make patients feel more important and confident that they are receiving good quality care. Being an honest and trustworthy healthcare professional will also allow others to feel confident in coming to me for any questions or concerns that they may have. Organizational skills will also be very important in order to ensure a efficient workday and work environment. In the integration stage of career development, which I researched for one of the career papers, I learned that people can assume roles in their careers that can put them into a leadership position. In my case, this would be working as a physician assistant, and this would allow me to build on the communication skills, organizational skills, and critical thinking skills that I already possess. In order to build on my career as a physician assistant, I would also work on continuing my education and attending conferences with other PAs. This would allow me to learn about other workplaces and how they do things in their hospital or clinic, and this would also allow me to learn new skills from them.